Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you a game review. This time we're checking out Cave Digger. This game was developed and published by Me Kiwi and released on November 19th for a price of $14.99. So what is Cave Digger? It's a single-player exploration game where you're trying to mine, dig into resources, collect money, upgrade stuff, and really kind of, I guess, pseudo-develop your own town while trying to find ways to do some pretty crazy things. You'll encounter some really interesting things, such as I have like my own Thanos glove. To there's nuclear weaponry, all kinds of weird encounters and things you can find, and it's a unique, interesting game. The least to say. The way the game works is when you first start out is you'll have this little scanner, you'll have a basic pickaxe, and you're just going and digging and trying to find resources. As you progress through the game, you'll slowly unlock upgrades, more and more items, dynamite, things like that, to start to progress your game and help you find and collect additional resources in the game. You can run out of certain things, you can find ways to upgrade certain things. Everything you kind of encounter is it's really the experience that you encounter in your own unique ways. You'll be able to explore cave systems, mine for oil, all kinds of really unique things that the game offers that it's kind of a lot to just kind of cover in one review. Ultimately, you're kind of just grinding, collecting resources, building up money, and then progressing as you play through the game to go further and further down the storyline, unlock different alternate endings, upgrade your town. Just really, there's a lot to do in this game, and there's a lot that like I'm still even trying to figure out myself, even reviewing this game. I know many people that I've played the game with. We've all had very different experiences, encounters in the game, and it's been quite fun and entertaining, nonetheless. Seeing what all we can do, talking about the game, and it's actually really fun. It's a little bland and boring. I'll admit the first time you sort of dig into the game. It's going to be really stale. You're not going to quite know what to do. When you first start in the game, you're just going to have a pickaxe. You're going to go up and down a mine shaft, and probably a lot of things aren't going to make a lot of sense. So I think from that standpoint, the game doesn't do a really good job at explaining how the game works. But as you get further and further into the game, you'll be able to start to connect the dots and pieces together. You have a general store here where you can upgrade your town, blueprints, a train that you'll later unlock, fast travel points, just all kinds of interesting things. And there are a couple weird nuances and quirks to the game, such as I can't actually walk into my train until the train's actually moving, and I find kind of like a little ledge that kicks me up. So if you do pick up the game and are having trouble with that, just stand right next to the steps and wait to try to move. You'll be able to get out from going down mine shafts to then exploring caves and tunnels. You'll get this weird little companion that we might see up here shortly. That's like a treasure chest that eats everything you collect. Little tidbit of a device once you get further into the game and you can do the train and go into the caves. This is a really easy way to collect a lot of money pretty quick. You'll pretty much get a couple $1,000s every time you explore the caves, and just continuing to progress further will get more and more. You'll look out for these kind of wall deposit areas that you can break. They'll look very similar to the mine shaft that you go down in the elevator. But yeah, Cave Digger's fairly simple. It's a complex game to dive into initially, but once you get the hang of it, it's really easy to pick up and play. Every time you go into these caves, they seem to be randomly generated, kind of the outcomes you'll experience. So this is our cute little treasure chest guy that you'll encounter. He likes to eat everything you collect, so don't be afraid to blow up everything. He'll collect all of it unless you want to scan the walls. A lot of these walls often have oil, which you can drill out, or precious items that you can gather and collect and really get a lot of money quick. Oil is probably one of the fastest ways to gather money extremely quickly. It's just a little challenging to know what to do, as like I said, I don't think the controls for this game are very user friendly, and the game, maybe not the controls, but just the game itself explaining how the game works isn't done very well. I definitely would like to see the developers maybe patch the game, or even add like an appendix to really walk people through what to do in the game. Like, you hit start here, you can go to settings and endings, and that's about it. There's a lot of different endings you could unlock. Nuke, Thanos, world destruction, go into space, all kinds of, I guess, play on other environments and things that could happen in other like universes, like comic and real world outcome possibilities. I don't know. Still kind of grinding at some of the different outcomes that you can encounter on my end, but it is still nonetheless a fun just pick up and play game for a little bit. If I had to recommend the game, I would recommend it if you've got the $15 and want something a little different than what's been out. As far as giving the game any type of a rating or anything like that, I'm gonna probably give the game about a 7 out of 10. Maybe a 6.5 out of 10. I'm docking it a little bit just because it's not a very user-friendly dive into game. There's a lot of complexities and you really need to spend the time learning how to do everything, or having maybe somebody help walk you through how to play the game initially, which is definitely a thing that I feel you shouldn't have to struggle so hard to dive straight into a game. So I really would really hope to see the developers put a little more time into doing an update for something like that. But yeah, outside of that, guys, if you want to pick up the game, I will note, like, achievement hunters out there, you can get a good couple hundred gamer score. It'll take some time to get all the other achievements, so this won't be a quick completion, but it is a fun game nonetheless if you can get past those barriers of, it takes a while to get up and go and figure out what you're doing. Aside from that, the game is available out now, so feel free to pick it up. If you guys have any questions, let us know down in the comments. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. And if you want a chance to win some giveaways, join our Discord, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great day.